and I oversee the teaching and learning of A-Level photography. And this is a short presentation to tell you about the A-Level photography course. At St Ivo Academy, we use the Pearson Edexcel GCE Art and Design Specification Photography Endorsement. Students learn to be creative and independent photographers. A-Level photography is a flexible course that allows students to explore their own ideas and interests using thematic starting points. Students make digital portfolios to have their work externally assessed. The photography course is an entirely practical exam. It is part of a suite of art and design subjects that uses the same specification, exam paper and assessment criteria. A-Level photography is made up of two components. Component 1 is the coursework component and has two parts, worth 60% of the total mark. Both components have a thematic starting point. Part 1 is entirely practical and is made up of preparatory studies and a personal outcome. In a moment, I'll take you through a component of work to illustrate the salient characteristics of a typical thematic project. This will help you understand what students do if they choose to take A-Level photography. Part 2 is an essay of between 1,000 and 3,000 words, usually about photographers' work that students have used to influence their own ideas. Component 2 is an exam component worth 40% of the total mark. This is entirely practical, where students work from a thematic starting point set by the exam board. Students are expected to work in a very similar way to how they work in Component 1, producing both preparatory studies and a final outcome. I'm now going to take you through a typical thematic project in photography. This is a coursework component with in excess as the thematic starting point. Thematic projects usually begin with a statement of intention, communicating a student's ideas. Students produce mood boards to indicate areas of photographic interest. They research other photographers' work to help develop their own ideas. Students learn to use Photoshop and other editing software to develop both ideas and techniques. Screenshots of the editing process are used to help explain how editing effects have been achieved. Students write shooting plans to explain intentions. They often visit locations to do photo shoots and produce contact sheets showing all the pictures they've taken on a particular shoot. They select and annotate their best photographs. They highlight their best photographs. Once students have completed a photo shoot, they move on and plan another, always trying to link it to the overarching theme. They then follow the same sequence of producing a shooting plan, contact sheet, selecting and editing photographs. The student begins another photo shoot using a different technique. At the end of a project, students make a selection of their best photographs from some but not all their photo shoots. So why choose photography? Photography is an excellent preparation for a photography, film or art and design related course in higher education or career. The department consistently achieves excellent exam results. It's a creative and practical subject. It's an excellent choice for well-being. Doing photography is very therapeutic and it can be fun. You learn life skills, creative and technical life skills. There's no written exams. And you get to keep your digital portfolio of photography as a permanent reminder of your school year. If you have any further questions, please contact me using the email address on the slide. Thank you.